When there's a big issue and you're wondering, are the facts straight? What do I know is true and not true? Where do you turn? Well, you go to USA Facts. I want to bring in my guest, Poppy McDonald, who is the president. Hi, Miss Poppy. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for having me on today, Jenny.
Absolutely. And thanks for joining us. You're in Seattle, but it's great to have you and to clear up so many things that I think people are talking about, especially the pandemic and coronavirus. There's so many, myths and facts out there. What's true? You guys cover all the big issues.
We do. At USAFAX.org, we want to be a comprehensive one-stop place where Americans can go to get trusted, reliable facts. We're nonpartisan and not-for-profit, and our only goal is to make data that's trusted, accessible, and available to Americans. So we compile government data from over 70 federal agencies, and most recently, our team mobilized in March when the pandemic occurred to really get information at the county level about where are the outbreaks occurring and who's dying and how safe is it in your community.
How interesting. And that's what I like, because these are big issues that I think people are very genuinely curious about, but also in an election year, you guys cover the political side as well.
We do. We want to make it easy for Americans to think about who do they want to vote for and what positions do they want to support, and then to watch the data to see how it changes. So at usafacts.org, we have our voter center where Americans can search by their zip code, see who's running, and look at those candidates, their positions, and then compare that to data on how our country is doing so that Americans can make the best decisions about who should lead our country and can really follow to see, does the kind of change that they're looking for happen over time?
Absolutely. I mean, probably just thinking about this, though, it sounds like a huge undertaking to try and sift through all of those, facts out there and figure out what is true and to compile it and put it on one website. You must have an amazing team.
I do have an amazing team, and it is quite an undertaking. Data should be accessible and publicly accessible to Americans who are shareholders in our country, but it's actually pretty difficult to get access to. And so USA Facts does the hard work of getting data that sometimes comes to us on CDs or where we have to take a thumb drive and download that information. And then we compile it all and make it accessible by topic, by zip code, so that Americans can really see how is our country doing by the numbers.
CDs and thumb drives. Half the audience is like, what? What are those? Well, Bobby, let's talk about your Change the Story campaign.
Thank you for asking. So Change the Story is a commercial that we're launching featuring real Americans who are leveraging the data to create change in their communities. So we want Americans to know, at this unique time in American history, certainly with 23 million people unemployed, with over 200,000 people who've died of COVID, what is the state of our country, and make people feel empowered to not only access that data, but to create change. So Change the Story is airing on all national networks tied to the presidential debates, and it's really about making Americans aware usafacts.org exists, where they can access the data and then create change in their communities.
I like it. And you just mentioned the website again, usafacts.org, if they want to go there for anything. Poppy, thank you so much for all of this, and I've learned so much looking at your website. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jenny.